Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, namo buddhaya, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua dan salam harmoni. Alright, thank you to the audience that click this video and watch this video. Alright, I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or maybe good night to the audience that watch this video. Whenever the audience watch this video, alright, before we go far, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Niwayan Anna Savitri with last scene number 7. And in this occasion, I would like to present about the final exam task. In this occasion, I would like to present about one of the problems given in the final exams, and the title is the Trihita and Pancasila, the foundation of managing ethnic, religious, and racial issue. Alright, so the problem is Trihita Pancasila, and the management of SARA or ethnic, religion, and race issues. A multicultural university experiences tension due to religious issues. The question explain how Trihita Karana aligns with Pancasila and provide examples of religious expressions or values that can be used to manage SARA related issues and foster harmony. So we know that Indonesia is a big country, large country. It contains so many ethnic, so many religions, and so many races. And in Indonesia, the multiculturalism is common here. So we can find many places in Indonesia that contains uh, multiple and multicultural ethnics, religions, etc. However, those multiculturalisms could occur some tensions, like some issues or conflicts. Jadi kita semua mengetahui bahwa Indonesia memiliki berbagai macam keanekaragaman, suku, agama, ras, antar golongan. Nah, kita kerap kali menemukan di berbagai daerah keragaman tersebut ada dalam satu daerah, satu desa, satu kelurahan, satu kecamatan, satu kota. Dan tidak dapat kita pungkiri bahwa keanekaragaman itu terkadang memunculkan ketegangan sosial atau gesekan-gesekan yang mungkin terjadi dalam kehidupan masyarakat. And then the question is, explain how Trihita Karana aligns with Pancasila. Nah, bagaimana Trihita Karana ini selaras dengan Pancasila dan menyediakan contoh terkait dengan agama, ekspresi agama atau spiritual, dan nilai-nilainya yang bisa digunakan untuk memanajemen atau mengelola isu-isu atau konflik yang berkaitan dengan SARA. Dan tentunya dengan kaitannya bertujuan untuk meningkatkan bagaimana harmoni dalam kehidupan masyarakat, dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. And the next slide. Now, I would like to explain first about Trihita Karana because we are talking about Trihita Karana and also related to Pancasila. And I would like to inform about Trihita Karana first. And we know that Trihita Karana is a philosophical concept came from Balinese society. Therefore, Trihita Karana always be landasan atau pedoman bagi masyarakat yang ada di Bali. However, Trihita Karana it's not applied and it's not just and only applied in Bali or in Bali society, tidak hanya diaplikasikan oleh masyarakat Bali. Trihita Karana has an universal values, not in Bali only, but also we can apply it in Indonesia or in the world. Trihita Karana merupakan satu konsep yang dipegang teguh oleh masyarakat Bali dan memiliki tujuan untuk menciptakan keharmonisan. Trihita Karana contains 3 words, namely tree, which means tree atau 3, Hita, which means happiness atau kebahagiaan, and karana, which means cause atau penyebab. And then it has three components, which are parahyangan, pawongan, and palemahan. I think we have multiple times hearing these words, but parahyangan is how we manage our relation, how to make good relationship with God, and pawongan is how we make good relationship with other people, and palemahan how we uh, make good relationship with environment. And THK is not merely a local Balinese value, a reflection of the universal values of Pancasila. Like I said before, that Trita Karana is not only really related and relevant to Balinese, but also Indonesia, and also we can apply it to the world. And then let's see the correlation between Trihita Karana and Pancasila, because we are talking about the aligness between Trita Karana and Pancasila, and of course uh, we have to connect the component of Trita Karana and also the component of Pancasila. And now we have this Parahyangan. Uh, the concept is related to the first sila, which is Ketuhanan Yang Maha Esa, and which mean Parahyangan, how we manage good relationship with God, and first sila Ketuhanan Yang Maha Esa, how we believe in God and how we respect religion, other religion, and how we manage our spirituality. And then Pawongan. Pawongan related to second, third, and fourth sila, and maybe we can say fifth sila. Second sila is kemanusiaan yang adil dan beradab, which is human. And Pawongan is how we make good relationship with other people. And third sila is Persatuan Indonesia, how we uh, can build our nationalism together. And then fourth sila, uh, it's about democration, which is kerakyatan yang dipimpin oleh hikmat kebijaksanaan dalam permusyawaratan perwakilan. And then it contains uh, democration values in the fourth sila of Pancasila, and also it also has relevancy with fifth sila, which is keadilan sosial bagi seluruh rakyat Indonesia, and how we can make good relationship with not around, with all human or all people in Indonesia, of course. In this context, is multiculturalisms with related to Sara, ethnical, religion, and race. And last, Palemahan is related to fifth sila keadilan sosial. We have to be uh, menegakkan keadilan or justice to the people and the environment. And the integration of Trihita Karana and Pancasila creates a system of checks and balance interactions. Ethnic, religious, and racial tension can be reduced if we view religion as a source of social ethics rather than merely a political identity. Alright, the next step we would like to talk about the component that contain Trihita Karana and related to Pancasila. In this case is to provide or how we manage the Sara issue or the ethnical, religion, and racial tension. Implementing the cultural Oknaya, which is a form mutual cooperation carried out sincerely without expecting material rewards. Um, Basically, in Bali, people usually and always doing ngayah. Ngayah itu adalah suatu kegiatan atau pengorbanan terus ikhlas yang ditujukan kepada Tuhan dan juga masyarakat. tanpa mengharapkan imbalan. Nah, ini tidak hanya relevan kepada umat Hindu saja, tapi kepada seluruh golongan, tidak hanya kaum-kaum tertentu. Dan ini mengartikan dan bisa kita korelasikan dengan parahyangan dan paungan, bagaimana kita memuja Yang Maha Kuasa dan bagaimana kita bergotong royong dengan sesama manusia tanpa melihat latar belakang dengan tujuan tertentu, dengan tujuan pengabdian atau pelayanan. And then strengthening spiritual values through Pancasila education in formal and informal institution. So the basic principles of the state are practiced in everyday life. Nah, nilai-nilai dari spiritualitas dan keagamaan tentunya juga diterapkan pada pendidikan. Nah, eh, di Indonesia pendidikan agama itu cukup ditekankan sejak dini tentunya. And then the last, emphasizing the value of Dharma, truth and balance as a spiritual foundation in every social policy reduce conflict. Nah, dalam hal ini, I would like to give an example about what I have found in the reality. Satu contohnya adalah mari kita ambil dari Kelurahan Selirit, Selirit, di mana gotong royong antar umat beragama itu cukup kental. Misalnya ketika Hari Raya Nyepi, umat non-Hindu turut menjaga keamanan ketika Hari Raya Nyepi. Kemudian ketika Hari Natal, dari pihak pecalang dan juga Pam Swakarsa juga turut membantu dalam penjagaan keamanan. Demikian juga ketika Idul Fitri, semua membahu-membahu dalam menjaga keamanan, dalam mempersiapkan kegiatan, dan juga rasa toleransi itu sangat dapat dirasakan, khususnya di Kelurahan Selirit. That one example about Parayangan, I think that's enough. And then we move to Pawongan about social harmony, upholding the neutrality of leaders and decision making that is always based on deliberation and consensus. Nah, berkaitan dengan Pawongan, tentunya peran pemimpin is important. Bagaimana netralitas seorang pemimpin itu berpengaruh terhadap untuk mengurangi or reduce SARA issues. Dan ini juga berkaitan dengan konsep parahyangan yang sebelumnya, di mana tentunya tokoh agama sangat berperan penting dalam mengatasi ketegangan yang ada dalam multikulturalisme dan keanekaragaman yang ada ini. And then involving young people in organizations such as Karang Taruna to work together in humanitarian activities. Ini juga berkaitan dengan kegiatan ngayah atau semacam pengabdian dan pelayanan yang sudah saya sebutkan pada slide sebelumnya. And then young people, no matter about the backgrounds, they will helping each other and work together in humanitarian activities. And then applying the principle of social justice in practice through transparent and targeted public service for those in need. Nah, banyak sekali dapat kita temukan kegiatan-kegiatan bakti sosial dalam masyarakat yang dilakukan. Nah, umumnya target dari kegiatan bakti sosial ini sudah tepat sasaran sesuai dengan yang dibutuhkan. Meskipun pada beberapa daerah terdapat memang yang banyak salah sasaran seperti itu. Nah, tetapi secara garis besar kegiatan bakti sosial yang tanpa mandang latar belakang ini juga merupakan bagian dari reducing the retention, the SARA retention, the SARA issue, the SARA conflict. And then the last is pelemahan, environment action. Nah, this is also related to what I have said before, the previous slide. Promoting harmony through physical activities such as cleaning places of worship and the environment together. Of course, this is related to Paungan, which is we cannot saving or menjaga alam sendirian. Tentunya kita perlu saling bahu membahu dalam menjaga alam kita. And this is also related to Parahyangan. By we uh, doing and caring environment, we also saying thank you to the God. Then the second shifting sensitive issues too is inclusive health program, such as integrated health service, post-vaccination, and distribution of nutritious food for all groups. And this is also related to Pawongan and also related to Pancasila, which is keadilan. In this case, about the health service, vaccination, and nutritious food, ini telah dilakukan di beberapa daerah di Bali khususnya dan sudah kami temukan di lapangan terkait dengan kegiatan-kegiatan yang berkaitan dengan semacam bakti sosial dan pemberian fasilitas-fasilitas kepada masyarakat. And then the last, using information channels such as websites to disseminate positive activities that strengthen resident social awareness. Nah, hampir seluruh lembaga atau instansi yang ada di Indonesia, khususnya di Bali, memiliki media informasinya sendiri. Dan dalam media informasi tersebut, instansi membagikan kegiatan-kegiatan positif yang dipublikasikan guna menyebarkan informasi-informasi positif yang dapat mengurangi mengurangi hal-hal yang bisa memicu ketegangan sosial. And then the last slide, the concept of Trihita Karna is implemented through an attitude that emphasizes dharma, truth, and balance, and every social policy with justice upheld, harmony will naturally be created. And I would like to reflect. Jadi, Trihita Karna tentunya sangat berkaitan erat dengan nilai-nilai Pancasila. Dan bagaimana Trihita Karna dan nilai-nilai Pancasila berusaha untuk mengurangi dan melandasi bagaimana kehidupan bermasyarakat di Indonesia dalam kaitannya menghindari konflik-konflik atau ketegangan sosial yang berkaitan dengan isu sara. And then those are from me about the presentation. And thank you for listening and watching my video around 17 minutes. And I would like to say thank you so much for watching. And I would like to close it with Parama Santi. Om Santi, Santi, Santi Om. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, nama budaya, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Salam harmoni. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and maybe good night.